Let's hear it for Cary. Welcome. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Tiffany. This is awesome.
This is so exciting.
I know. I'll be more excited in about 5 minutes.
He said 8:05. I said 9:05. Thank you for being here tonight, and congratulations. Cary, we tell our students their careers likely won't follow a straight line. You started in accounting before pivoting to healthcare. Can you talk a little bit about what inspired you to change and what got you here?
Can I start with a confession first?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Okay,
I've already got him confessing.
So about a week ago, when my wife saw the video, she asked if I was desiring to be younger. And I said, no, not at all. And she pointed out that in the video, I said I started at UCF in 98. I actually started in 96. She started in 98. So clearly, I'm not good with numbers. So accounting was not a natural course for me to follow.
It was a good choice.
Yeah, which is tough to find out after 2 degrees and a CPA. But no, honestly, I've had great leaders. Similar to Jim, I found an organization that I love in Orlando Health, and I have just amazing leaders that saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and they gave me opportunities. They challenged me and said, hey, Cary, we think, the CFO role is amazing for you, but we'd love to see you move into operations. And so I got those opportunities. When I doubted myself, Jen was always there to say, you can do it, you will do it. Thank you, sweetie. And so I just got great opportunities from the organization, and I followed them, and I had great leaders that led me, and I never would have dreamed that I would get to lead such an amazing team at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital. It is truly an honor to serve that team. Never could have imagined I would have gotten here.
Well, you are an incredible leader and do have a phenomenal team. Wow. Cary, when you think about it, how did the college and UCF prepare you for this role?
I think, Glenn said it, the world changes on a dime, and I think if anything, the pandemic taught us that we ought to be agile as leaders, and I think through the university, I learned that, things aren't going to go as you plan, whether it be your capstone project and the team you end up with. So you have to figure out how to pivot, and you also have to figure out how to work with teams and get the best out of folks. So, the university prepared me in a ton of different ways, and in a number of ways, I'm a natural accountant. I'm not a social being. And there were a number of, you find that hard to believe? I would much rather be at my seat right now, back with Jen. But no, the university taught me to come out of my shell, taught me to network, and helped me build relationships that really got me where I am today.
That's awesome. Thank you. So when you think about it, and you've talked a little bit about Jen, but who are some of the people who've been most important to your success throughout your career?
Well, Jen, it definitely starts with her. When I had the opportunity to interview for the position as CFO at the Children's Hospital, I almost turned it down. And she was the one that said, you can and you will. And she pushed me, and she pushes me every day. My kids are also an inspiration. They drive me. Hey, guys. And then I've had the privilege of having, I've had amazing teachers throughout my life. Miss Castellano in 4th grade at Princeton Elementary. She's not here, but she made me do my first speech ever. And it was 5 minutes of my life that was just terrifying. But that taught me to do public speaking. And then I had amazing professors at UCF. I won't name them all, but Dr. Kelleher, Dr. Roberts, Dr. Clintworth, and Dr. Goldwater. Those are the folks that invested in me. Again, they saw things in me that I didn't see, and they pushed me. I've just been blessed with a ton of different leaders. And then, not because he's in the room, but my current leader, Dr. Hakeem, is truly amazing. He's given me so many opportunities. And I love the leader that he is because he has total confidence. He appreciates that I'm a young leader and he allows me to make mistakes. But I know in the middle of a meeting when he gives me that side eye, that means I've approached the line and I better stop, or there's going to be a meeting after the meeting. But I appreciate his grace.
Thank you. Well, woo, let's give it up. I have to say a little thing about Cary. He's an incredible leader. He talked about it. You say a young leader, but you're an authentic leader. And it's a theme throughout tonight with our inductees. Can you tell us a little bit about what this authenticity means to you and why you think it's so effective in leadership?
I mean, the work that we do is not easy, and you're away from your family, and so as a leader, I believe the leaders that I've wanted to follow are the ones that no job was too small, no job was too big. They were willing to do anything, and they connect with people, and so I've emulated those folks, and so I really just believe you connect with people, and be who you are, because anything else, people are going to see through it.
And he does that every day. I was witness to it this weekend at Night-Thon, and you just do an incredible job, so fantastic. Your organization is very much embedded in Central Florida. Can you give us a little bit, kind of a look to the future for Orlando Health and healthcare in general?
Well, I think, Orlando Health, we've done some amazing things in the last 7 years in the community. There's just been phenomenal growth, expansion of services, and I definitely think that's going to continue. But I definitely think, I'm just so proud of how this organization serves this community and provides services that otherwise wouldn't be here. I think through the pandemic, we've definitely learned that, being agile and being able to pivot, as I said earlier, is critically important. But I'm definitely excited about the future of things that are going to happen, specifically at the Children's Hospital. We've got some exciting announcements that will be happening in the next couple months that I'm excited to be a part of.
Fantastic. Well, please help me give another great congratulations. And man, did we do good at the College of Business with our graduates. Cary D'Ortona, congratulations.
Thank you, Tiffany.